play Thorn. Play Thorn. It worked really well. Guess what?
We got draft.
Draft time.
Da 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 da. Draft. All right, we're here. Game 5. We see the Ulrich and the Thorn bans, the same thing being banned out. Wonder what this first pick here is going to be for DOLOS.
They go Rygon here.
You think DOLOS go Rygon?
No, not DOLOS. Team Hype pick up Rygon.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just, it makes the most sense.
Okay, Iva, that's fine. Iva and Rygon.
I'm sure they pick Rygon now.
Yeah, definitely.
They definitely don't leave Rygon until the 3rd pick. I wonder if we're just gonna like have a mirror. If these teams like feel confident enough in what they were playing that they'll just do the same as they did last game.
And DOLOS did take a couple of rounds and they fought close. They couldn't execute at the end of the day. So if they don't switch something up, I won't agree with that. But hey, if you want to try to force the issue and prove everyone wrong, then fine.
Maybe they just pick Varesh. They pick the Lucy. They leave their range for last, actually. Team Hyped, unsurprisingly, bring the Rygon.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. It's been working. Do not switch off.
Yeah, and it just makes a lot of sense. Ivar looks so comfortable on this character. And like you mentioned, like when they played a different melee, it just didn't look good.
Yeah, not at all. These next restrictions, I think, are going to be interesting. Do they take out? We're going to take out Lucy on the side of DOLOS, or DOLOS takes out Lucy for Team Hyped. Don't want to give many Lucy, but forcing it into Lucy also has a good. Man, I'm struggling.
I feel like
I'm struggling with the names today.
Team Hyped, they probably ban out Varesh here. After playing against the Varesh with the same comp earlier, DOLOS put up much bigger of a fight. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, good call on the Lucy too. Yeah. DOLOS striked Lucy, so Mini cannot play it. But the Varesh ban makes a lot of sense. This puts DOLOS in a situation where they likely have to play Jumong again, and they just got 5-2'd with the Jumong, with the same exact comp. Yeah. Or no, they were playing the Blossom, but Lucy doesn't change all that much.
Right.
It is a little bit better against the Rygon's initiation, simply because there's things like Panic to help get the Rygon off of your ally and stuff like that, but it's still rough, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the 3rd pick going to be coming in slow. It's DOLOS just trying a little bit more of the same. We're probably going to see this Jumong as the 3rd pick. I think that Jurgen goes with the comfort.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think the Lucy Jumong might solve the problem enough.
Oh, Destiny. All right, switching it up. Okay. Blossom coming through for Team Hyped, and that is what we got.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I've been wondering about Destiny for like the entirety of the playoffs, but we haven't seen her at all up until this point. So I'm very curious to see how she does. There are some natural strengths of Destiny against the Rygon. Of course, the wall is good against Rygon as he has to like walk through and he eats the snare. And of course, the EXE very good against Rygon as he only has that one mobility iframe. He only has the Heavenly Strike, which like you got to be really careful about using. So yeah. You can be really, the Destiny can be really helpful for locking down the Rygon.
Absolutely, and on this side, again for DOLOS, it's going to come down to how they box out Lumi and how they get your Nightmare, how they work around him, because you're going to win this game off this Rook. You have to be able to play around your Nightmare, and that's going to be trying to bait out this Taser and bait out Iva's utility. If you can bait out Iva's utility, you can beat out Team Hype, because just go back and watch the replays. Go back and watch the VOD. You'll watch your Nightmare just run into tractor beam after tractor beam unsuccessfully. Yeah. So it's just it was such an obvious pick for Team Hyped, knowing that they're going to go with that Rook pick if they were going to ban out Ulrich. If you're not going to force out anyone else, you're going to play this Rook. Fine, we're going to play Iva, and I just think that's the matchup to watch going in. It's Lumi versus
Your Nightmare. Yeah, definitely. I think the Lucy actually solves a lot of the problems that Lumi's Iva will bring to the table. Of course, there's the stun from the tractor beam you got to look out for, and the Taser as well. Clarity Potion. Clarity is incredibly good at using Clarity Potion. I think that focus will largely be on Your Nightmare, as Destiny is a character that can kind of self-sustain enough by herself. She can kind of like post up a little bit far away from enemies and just M1 through the wall with that extra range Battlerite. So I think Your Nightmare will actually receive a lot of the Lucy treatment. He'll get helped out quite a bit, which might change this game for him.
It's probably the big reason they picked Lucy.
Yeah,
so.
The more I think about it, the more this Lucy pick makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also Clarny Lucy. He is very good at this character.
This is the last map.
Bum, bum, bum.
Again.
Yep.
Potentially 9 rounds. And that would be insane if it happened again. We had map 5, round 9 for the first match of the day for the playoffs. And now we're at map 5 again. And for these teams trying to go on to play E-United for that $4 grand, the biggest piece of the $13,000 off we go.
Here we go, game 5. The Destiny already M1ing at Lumi. The parry not going to get hit. A nice barrier from Clerney is going to knock Ivar off of the Destiny. Really great start here for DOLOS.
Narc pushes them forward, going to try to rush through. He actually finds a lot of damage onto Mini, but not enough to knock down that max recoverable
Oh
HP.
God, that
He gets
counter.
him down, and then a huge ball knocks them back.
Yeah, that ball was massive. Jurgen's ball was huge.
Jurgen's balls are big. He's got big balls. Jurgen's got big balls.
I didn't think you'd actually just do it.
Absolutely.
You actually just do it.
You gave it to me. I'm going to take it for a mile, my guy. All right, DOLOS looking strong. A huge early game for them.
Yeah, DOLOS starting this one off very strong. And we're already seeing why the Destiny's picked. She's just doing so well from a range against these characters. The Wall doing a great job slowing the roll of Team Hyped. And in general, just so much damage output from this Destiny.
And Your Nightmare having his way right now. Destiny doing a lot of damage as well, and turn right back on to Ivar, who's not having nearly as much success.
Yep.
And such a smart, okay, so Your Nightmare already changing things up about how he's attacking Lumi. Just throwing the rock.
Yep.
Waiting for the tractor, throwing the rock. Easy change.
I like it. Yeah, he was doing that earlier too. Like in game 1 on Dragon Garden Day, he did that a lot. Yeah, I really like that. Of course, it makes it harder to like keep the tractor on the enemy you want to keep it on. While I'm talking about tractor though, Ivar is getting ruined on the left side of the map.
Oh.
And the entirety of Team Hype looking so scared. Barely makes it out.
That tree saved the heck out of him, and he's able to get the end cap. He's actually doing some damage, but he has to get out of it. Now he's completely away from his team. Tries to mount up, not going to happen. Going to parry, try to push it away. Your Nightmare wants that kill. He rushes to the other side, gets the end cap. That's going to be, no, he gets the zap. Wow.
Dude, look at Jurgen. He's just boxing out both Lumi and Mini with that plasma ball. The counters proc too, and on the other side, Ivar loses to Your Nightmare. This is looking very good for DOLOS. I love that combo. I love playing Destiny plus Lucy for that specific reason. Right there, we saw Clerney use Clarity Potion to knock out Lumi of the imprisonment, that EXE of Destiny.
Yeah.
Getting that stun, it's so good.
Super good play from DOLOS. The Lucy pick already showing you to effect how much of an impact that it has for this DOLOS squad.
Yeah, it just does so much more for Clerney's allies than the Blossom did.
Yeah.
Like, Blossom does a decent amount of damage and applies some pressure, and of course has the tree, but it doesn't have like things like the panic or the barrier knockback that really make Raigon's life hard. And so even though that Lucy versus Raigon in a 1v1 is not so great, in the context of a team, it's very, very helpful having the panic and the barrier.
And so DOLOS.
Look at this.
Really pulled off
Down
in Your
bottom.
Nightmare. It's so good. Yeah, down bottom took a lot of damage.
Yeah, Ivar just can't get in, dude. He's having such a rough go of it.
Oh, he's again Scorched Earth policy for Clerney, just doing a lot of damage. He has very, very little health already on the, and almost full health on the side of DOLOS.
So
oh my gosh,
the boulder.
They can't touch him. The double petrify as well to keep the rest of his team out of the fight. DOLOS.
Dude, that
hello.
Did you see that boulder?
Yeah.
Another combo with the EXE of Destiny, the boulder knocking out Ivar of that EXE, getting the stun and getting the kill immediately after. Sick team play here, and DOLOS with this Destiny pick are just owning.
Your Nightmare. Again, cool guys don't look at explosions. That explosion right there, he doesn't need to see it.
No, that's him saying that is a posturing thing. That's him saying this game's over. That's him saying we won.
Yeah.
That's getting in the head of the enemies. He's trying to tell Team Hype that it doesn't matter what they do. That's something I used to do when I played.
Oh, you're toxic.
I'm toxic.
You're toxic.
Dude,
no, I love
mental warfare.
I love that posturing from Your Nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely.
Though.
Yeah.
It's like you get into their heads and you know, get them fired up.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing, yeah, exudes confidence, and also you might just force more mistakes as you might, you know, just make them a little angry, make Team Hype a little angry.
Yeah. Oh, nice start here. That M2 from
good.
Jurgen, he weaved it right around that parry and hit Lumi. Things looking very good once again for DOLOS. They barely lost a tick of HP.
These rocks are so good from Your Nightmare. He's just hitting.
Would you say he's rocking it?
He's rocking it.
Kill me. Destiny
said it.
Taking a lot of damage. The M2 coming out onto Lumi. Having a little bit of a tough time. Jurgen, he throws up the wall, but he's still going to take a lot of damage. A beautiful taser removing that barrier.
Yeah.
Dancing
the Triad's not going to get any kind of value there for Team Hyped, and they're going to go in all in there. The Lucy Goo going to come out, get a big value, a lot of stun. Luminary is in trouble. The zap not going to get him away. He finally leaps out, and they're going to turn right on to Mini. He actually gets stunned, though.
Wow, it's actually amazing to me that Jurgen is still alive and kicking. That might not be the same for long, as he does get pretty low here. Up top, Ivar, he eats that stun from the EXE of Destiny. And Your Nightmare, he's trying to get in there and be a distraction, and it's working.
He has done a lot of damage, and you know, Jurgen did take a lot, but Your Nightmare did a lot in return. That ball going to, you get the ball got balled.
Yeah, Your Nightmare missed that charge, and then there was no melee pressure on the backside of Team HYP, and from that point on, Lumi was just free to ulti.
So Team HYP find their way back into it. DOLOS with really two really strong rounds, but then a very clean start from Ivar. Got a lot of early damage onto Jurgen, forced Jurgen out and to use his role early, and then immediately hopped onto him. Lumi immediately hopped onto him, got a lot of damage. Lumi took a lot of damage himself, but Jurgen was in a position where he couldn't even aggress.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they keep it up, though. It is only 3 rounds in, moving into the 4th, and I'm feeling pretty good about DOLOS' chances here with this Destiny. I feel like maybe a couple misplays leading to that game or that round going that way. We'll see if anything changes up.
We shall see. But Team HYP making a game of it. Do not want another 5-0 after the... I just want to say that DOLOS is 0-1 after the posture.
Yep.
Just going to point that out.
They did not get in the head of Team HYP.
Find some early success. Lumi, though, he gets the stun on Your Nightmare.
Oh, wow. These deadly injects down bottom. Holy crap. Ivar just took so much damage.
Yeah.
That double stun, too. So much damage already. The end cap coming out. Ivar gets deleted.
The pain point is Ivar for DOLOS. As soon as they take him out of the game, they don't have an answer. Just so much early damage forcing Ivar back, and that is likely going to do it. The Dance of the Dryad's not going to do anything for Team HYP. He's just going to get rocked, bouldered, whatever you want to call those giant, heavy things, and easy pets.
Yeah, Clarny hitting that double pet and then securing the orb for free. And yeah, this round, very much so off the back of Clarny. He had that double deadly inject into Ivar when there was no Heavenly Strike and no parry, just taking any moment he could to pump damage into the ever-important Raigon, taking him out of the match early, and Team HYP, without it, they have no aggression.
Yeah, and firing the machine gun, that's what we call, you know, the last stand.
Yeah, that's the last stand.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, he was standing at the trenches, and then he just got ran over.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're playing trench warfare, and I got tanks.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
Bro, come on.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, 3-1 now, and this looks like a different DOLOS, I do gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by this Destiny pick and how good he looks on it. Jurgen just absolutely flexing, playing with Clarny so well on the backline. It's absolutely the switch they needed, and it's one we couldn't have predicted.
No, not at all. No one expected Destiny coming in except for probably Jurgen himself. Yeah. So has worked out well, and Your Nightmare also playing a lot smarter, and nothing needs to be said about Clarny's play on Lucy. Stellar, as always. Ivar taking a ton of damage. Just all of these hits from Destiny and the Petrify as well.
That charge from Your Nightmare was absolutely sick, and now so much damage coming out onto Ivar. This orb is going to be taken by DOLOS, though I thought that rocket would secure it for sure.
Doesn't get it.
Oh, nice panic flash. Clarny, you're so good. Like, Ivar's life is so hard with Clarny in this game. Your Nightmare, though, he's getting pretty low. His life's not looking so easy. The ultimate is available on Clarny, so look out for a big goo coming up. He's instead going to use the Petrify, ensure that his ally can get a charge in, but this is not where you want to be.
No,
the barrier's used, the counter's not procced, and he is dead.
Yeah, huge mistake from Your Nightmare. That is not how you wanted to rush in on that. That is what's been killing you in the last series, and this series now as well, as Team HYP is going to take advantage and pull back within one.
It was actually a little bit of an unfortunate circumstance there. Jurgen, he used that wall right in front of Your Nightmare, right when Your Nightmare countered. So the counter could not get procced because the wall was throwing projectiles, showing a little bit of team anti-synergy. Minnie and the boys of Team HYP capitalized.
Is anti-synergy just synergy the opposite way?
No, it's the lack.
It's just not the lack of synergy. That's less fun.
Yeah. What's a better word for that? Not anti-synergy. I don't know. I'm going to call it anti-synergy.
You're going to call it dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional.
That's the word.
Yes.
Dysfunctional play.
Just like my life.
Ow.
Just kidding.
No, we got this. Team HYP fighting back again. This is map number 5. We could see all 9 rounds with the way it's going.
Zap is going to be used pretty early on Ivar. Things looking very good for DOLOS, but we've seen how this goes before. Even though it's good now, doesn't mean Your Nightmare won't just die.
Yeah, all it takes is one big stun for Your Nightmare to get annihilated, but he's doing well here so far. Counter not going to be proc, so he's going to have to pull off. He does have enough energy to use the E and get more damage onto Ivar. Ivar is in a bad spot right now.
That orb take was a pretty big deal for DOLOS. So much energy sitting on Your Nightmare, and he's going to use that ulti and get a ton of damage onto Lumi. My god, already chunked down to 34, and the deadly inject is there. He is gone. Lumi is done.
DOLOS, off that kill on Lumi, are looking like they are going to take this to one more round. So they can confirm to go to the grand finals.
Yeah, the Dance of the Dryads comes out, but it's to no avail as there's no kill found by it. And now hopping away is the Blossom. They might be able to get something onto the Rook here, but I'm not feeling too good about those chances as Ivar goes down. Mini's all that's left. The Gust used 160 HP left on him.
Oh!
The Incap comes out though. He's got nowhere to go.
And he pushes it out, and that—
Oh, the juke!
Oh,
The juke!
Just misses him, and the silence off the Dance of Dryads hitting him with that M2, and that is gonna do it. Dolos pull one more game.
Yep, they are one round away from securing themselves at least $1,000 more and a place in the top 2 of the European Battlerite scene. Definitely want to win this one. We'll see if Team Hyped on the other end can win 3 in a row. All the pressure's on them. Also, this is only Game 4, so if Team Hyped do end up winning this, they gotta win another one. They gotta win Game 5 to make it into the grand finals.
Yeah, and right now, your Nightmare, I'm going to call him out again, has played so much better on Rook in this map.
I think it's because of the Destiny and the Lucy.
It definitely has to be, but you know, they had to pick around it. I said at the beginning, you got to be able to play around your Nightmare. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and this Destiny-Lucy combo is doing such a good job at making Ivar's life hard. Speaking of making Ivar's life hard, he's already getting chunked. Lumi not looking so good either, and look at your Nightmare's HP.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Your Nightmare has a lot of HP, almost all of it.
A couple HPs.
A couple HPs, and a lot of damage being done to Lumi, and just the orb control, mid control is all Dolos right now. Full energy bars almost across the board for Dolos, and that Rocket's just going to keep displacing Ivar in trouble. The Zap going to get him out for now. It's not going to mean much going in. Tractor Beam only going to delay the inevitable. The double in cap, huge, and he's going to get the Rock out of it. Double armor break, hits it on the edge. Rygon gets knocked out. Going, Lumi, where's he going? Nowhere. Tries to escape. But guess what? The Pinball Wizard's right there in your face. You're gonna go down as well.
Boom,
Here,
boom.
Eat a fish in your face, Grandma. It ain't gonna happen. Dolos moving on to the grand finals. Team Hype could not do it.
Can I get a voice line of him, of Jorby saying, "Eat fish, Grandma"? that was pretty good. I like that. Eat fish, Grandma.
I'm glad.
There was a really cute combo there with the Destiny Rook that's impressing me quite a lot. The boulder toss off of the end cap.
Scary.
Yeah, Jurgen predicted the movement where that boulder would put the enemy, and he set up a plasma ball there immediately beforehand and just took out Ivar right as he got uncapped. But yeah, really beautiful play from the blue team. Team Hyped, they weren't able to make it thus any further. They will bow out in 3rd and 4th.